There is a place in the world where people neither bury nor cremate their dead. Instead, they keep the dead bodies in their homes. Once a year, they take them out, talk to them, and even take photos with them. There is also a place where instead of burying the dead underground, the bodies are placed at a height of 100 to 300 feet. Today, we are going to tell you about three such customs that will leave you astonished. Number 1, Manin Festival. In Tanah Toraja, Indonesia, there is a place where you will find dead bodies inside almost every home. After a person dies, people keep their loved ones at home with them. They do this because, according to them, their loved ones are not dead, they are just ill. The surprising part is that they care for the deceased as if they are truly alive. The locals say that taking care of the dead gives them peace. They talk to the bodies daily, serve them 2 meals a day, offer water to drink, and even present cigarettes. Now one might wonder, dead bodies start decomposing with time. To prevent this, the locals use a chemical drug called formalin, which helps preserve the bodies for a long time. Some people keep the bodies at home for months, while others for years before eventually burying them. Every year in August, they celebrate a festival called the Manin Festival, known worldwide. During this festival, the dead are exhumed from their graves, dressed in new clothes, and photos are taken with them. If any relatives live in another city, they even video call them so they can take part. Number 2, the grave with the window. Did you know that there is a grave in the world that has a transparent glass window on top, through which the body inside can be clearly seen? Yes, I am talking about the grave of Dr. Timothy Clark Smith, located in New Haven, USA, who died in the age of 71. The window on his grave was installed by Dr. Smith himself before his death, and the story behind it will leave you stunned. In fact, Dr. Timothy had a deep fear of being buried alive by mistake, so he had a bell installed inside the grave, thinking that if he were mistakenly buried alive, he could ring the bell and get the attention of people nearby. But here is the problem, cemeteries are usually empty, and it's rare for anyone to respond to a sound coming from beneath the ground. Perhaps Dr. Smith thought that the same, that's why, along with the bell, he had a glass window installed on his grave. He also kept a hammer inside the grave. These served two purposes. If he was alive, people could see him through the glass and rescue him. If no one came to help, he could break the glass himself with the hammer and escape. Sadly, when Dr. Smith passed away, there was no sound of a bell from the grave and the hammer was never used. Number 3, hanging coffins. Have you ever heard of a cemetery where instead of burying dead bodies underground, they are placed hundreds of feet above the ground? Yes, such a cemetery exists in China where the dead are not buried on land but their coffins are hung on mountains. These coffins belong to a tribe known as the Bo people. So far, 131 hanging coffins have been discovered in China, suspended 100 to 300 feet above the ground. According to researchers, some of these coffins are over 1,000 years old, while others are as old as 3,000 years. Now the question arises, why were these coffins hung at such heights? Here's the reason. Whenever someone died in this tribe, the people used to bury the body underground and wait for it to fully decompose. Once the decomposition was complete, they would collect the bones, place them in a coffin, and then suspend that coffin high up on the mountains. The tribe believed that doing so would protect the spirit of dead and keep them safe from harm.